the person drop down with this, I'm going to circle, grab, and then strike. Okay? Okay, we're going to take a look at a movement. Now, this is not slighting anybody. I saw this on YouTube. It was presented. And I want to show you the difference about thinking about Kyusho as opposed to thinking about typical martial art response. Now, the video that I saw was a form that was assimilated to Seisan. You have in Seisan, in different techniques, different forms, you have the hands coming up and down. Okay, whether it's Hangetsu, where they do this and then they drop here, whether it's Weichi-Ru, where they do the blood pool hand in both directions, it's all different. And some forms just do it here and then bring their hand to the back of their keister or their kidney. So it's all different. But in this form, what happens was, it's called incense shop boxing. And the hands came down, hand loops around, and then you come in with this hand. So it's sort of this action coming in, but there was a definite drop, a loop, and then a press. Now, in the video, the loop that was different compared to most Seisans are just straight through. In this one, there was the movement around before the shift happened. Now, the typical martial artist, if you could grab the back of my arm, this was a technique to reverse the technique, the attack, which is great, okay? Because for a beginner, that's all they need to know is, why am I doing this? Because this isn't a block, this is a kind of a strange action if you think about it. So as he grabbed right in through here, you just circled around and grabbed. Now if you want, oh yeah, it's like that baseball bat, okay? Now the idea would be, if for a beginning Kyusho student, teach them that technique, okay? But then add the nerves to go with that in the arm, so their hands are starting to get that ability. Now, I want to read further into it. You should always take each sequence and you step it up, step it up, step it up. So, why would I drop my hands right before I circled around, okay? And if I did drop my hands, it wouldn't be the same kind of attack, okay? Because he would adjust and punch me in the face or whatever he'd do. So what instead I would do is, as he grabbed my arm, I would drop into this and I would hook into the neck nerve, okay? And it's called the ansa cervicalis, okay? And as you do that, you can see the person drops down. Now, as the person dropped down with this, I'm going to circle, grab, and then strike, okay? So I'll do it, so I'm not going to hit you again, okay? And when you pull down, you circle around the head. You hook onto the neck and you hit right behind the jaw. So you had the drop, circle to grab the neck, and then the advancement. So you see, when you study the Kyusho, it gives you so much more depth. And we're going to work on this for a second because I want to show you the different concepts that are in there. As the person grabs your arm, grabbing and weakening the person to begin with is great with the arm nerves. Okay, but of course, as you do this, they've got no base to throw a power punch at you. They could try to stop you, but then your hand is sort of protecting you. And then before you bring him into you, so they do a waist body tackle, what you want to do is you want to turn the neck a little. And then that's when you're going to come in with the attack underneath. And you'll see it mimics the form exactly as you're doing this. All right, so the nerves, and I'm not going to hit you with this. I'm going to grab the transverse cervical nerve on the side of the neck. You know that weakens the body out a little bit, and I'm going to rotate it so it turns the head. That stretches the facial nerve behind the jaw, where it can come in with a pushing action right behind the jaw to shock the person's head. Now, hang on, John, for a second. I'm not going to hit him. If I rapidly pull, you'll see that there's a neurological message that goes in anyway, because you're pushing and pulling the nerves, you're twisting the head, you're shaking the brainstem. So just doing that with body action, not ballistics, you can still get a good effect as well. But everything in this technique, from him grabbing my arm, I'm stopping that attack. If he was coming in with that one, I would be dropping his base so he couldn't launch with power. I'm bringing him out and away from me so his body energy is going mad. It's harder for him to come into an attack. But as he does, I rotate his head. So he can't come in fully with that attack, and that's when I can come in with the subsequent attack after that.
That's cool.
And just even moving you with the actions, you can feel the dizziness in your head. So let's give that a try.
That's cool.
这个力要画出来。当你气到这里不行了，
I can return it like that to the end. You go over, return it.